So Alien Earth is finally here where we have a 2 episode drop. This review right here is going to be based on the first episode, and if you're interested, I'll do a review on the second episode. But I want to get into this because I think there's a lot to say and a lot of interesting stuff happening, some good and some bad overall. Now, I think this was one of my personally most anticipated shows of the year. I'll actually say it was the second most anticipated show of the year. I'm all in for Welcome to Derry, the It Show. Like, I'm so ready for that, but this was absolutely my second most anticipated show of the year. I thought the trailers and everything like that leading up to the show looked very solid and definitely had some interest about them. So this first episode right here, what we have is we're introduced to a bunch of different characters like you obviously are through every show ever. You have all of these kids who are very, very sick and their body then get transformed into a cyborg body. So basically their body will live forever and they will have their own brain in that body. Very alien stuff, you know. You're introduced to this first youngest trillionaire ever, I believe he was, which like, he just looks like he up to no good, bro. Like he seems really odd and definitely makes me like intrigued about what's really gonna go on with his character, which I actually love that. I wouldn't necessarily say any of the characters that I do meet in this show is like extremely gripping. Like there's not one character as of this moment, judging by this first episode, where I'm like, hell yeah, bro. Like there's definitely not anything of that going on as of yet, but obviously it's only one episode, so the further we get into this season, I might have changed my opinion completely in that aspect. But I definitely think we have some interesting stuff going on, so obviously a little bit of a spoiler, everything like that, but you basically have this alien spacecraft and it crashes down on Earth, and then, well, we all know bad stuff is gonna happen of that, because obviously this is an alien show, and we know these aliens are about to fuck some people up, man. I will say, if there's one thing that very, very, very much so impresses me with this show, I think visually it is absolutely phenomenally shot. I do not think they held back on any of the budgets or anything like that. I really think they went above and beyond to make sure they had a grand, impressive, and spectacle show for you to deal with. Like, I really genuinely like the way it's shot and everything like that. There's a massive credit in that department. It's always so hard to judge these shows by just one episode because obviously things are gonna unfold. We're gonna have a bunch of answers to a bunch of different questions that we have throughout these first couple of episodes, but I feel like it's setting everything up solidly, and then depending on the execution going forward, we can really get the big picture and really see how I'm gonna feel about this show. Because overall, I like the start. I'm not gonna say that I thought this was like the greatest episode ever of an opening to a TV show or anything like that. I think it's a very, very solid start. Like, if I were to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it like a solid 6. I think it's above average, but I'm not blown away by it. But I definitely think there's a lot of appeal in all of those different questions that you might have throughout this first episode. I was gonna say, if you're an Alien fan, I definitely would recommend checking it out, but like the Alien fan base, I don't even know, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know how to talk to those people because those people are just crazy about everything, man. So I don't even know if I want to recommend it or not to an Alien fan, honestly. Those guys are on a different type of level, man. They crazy. But as an overall, I think it is a very solid start. I definitely think we have some interesting stuff going forward with this show right here. I especially like the dialogue that you get at the end of the episode from the character played by Timothy Olyphant. I think he really delivers something interesting that definitely feels very much so like it's a like it just fits so perfectly into the Alien universe. You'll see when you see it, but yeah, you know, yeah. I really like that, man. I thought that was really well written. So if we just take it as an overall, I think it's a solid start to a show that I want to explore more, and I'm excited to dive into this next episode and see where the story unfolds. Yeah, I was just checking right here. We have 8 episodes, so there's still like about 7 hours more for us to explore. This episode is actually an hour long, which is awesome. I'm interested to see what's going to happen with all these kids that's going to get put into these cyborgs' body, how they're going to develop, what impact it's going to have, and what this spaceship crashing is going to have an impact on Earth. Is the entire Earth just going to be absolutely freaking destroyed now? Like, what's going to go on? What is going to happen to this world? And how will this fit into the grander picture of the entire Alien cinematic universe, basically, at this point, right? Like Prometheus, right? A movie that I think had probably the biggest potential ever of any movie ever, and just simply did not manage to live up to it at all. Like, I like that movie so much due to what I think it could have been more than I actually like what it is, if that makes sense. Like, I think that movie had the most insane premises and everything like that, and then it just went into like shitty, oh my god, dumb idiot don't know how to run out to the side, dumb idiot just dies. I hope that's not what's gonna happen to this show. I hope that we can really build on this and really expand way now to something complex and awesome. But only time will tell. So what did you think about this first episode right here? And what did you think about the first 2 episodes? And what is your expectation going forward with this show?